Hi and welcome to Kiwi Bred, the show where we put the spotlight on New Zealand thoroughbred breeding. First up this week, it's a visit to Windsor Park where we talk to Rodney Schick about the progress of Thorn Park. Well, Rodney, Thorn Park's been here at Windsor Park since 2004. He's been flying along the last couple of years, but what were your early impressions when he first arrived?
Oh look, he started off well. Had a breeders, Matamata Breeders Stakes win in Te Akau Cope and had Centennial Park in Australia. So look, he started nicely, but he's really gained momentum in the last few years.
First crop racing, I guess the success has come more recent times, but what did you make of that first crop?
Oh well, look, Veyron's come out now and shown what a great galloper he is. So look, he's done a really good job right through. Every year he's been quite consistent in his numbers with stakes winners. He just had his 16th stakes winner last weekend in Australia with the Windsor Park. So look, he's going well.
What makes him successful?
Oh look, as everyone knows, what we like to buy on a stallion who can be an early 2-year-old, train on 3 and 4, and that's what he was himself. He was a really dominant racehorse, so he's passed that on.
Sprinter milers mainly, or do you see anything else coming from him?
Well, look, he's left the Derby winner, so he can leave a sprinter miler, but also they can get over a bit of ground, which is perfect for us, standing a stallion that has got the versatility.
You mentioned Veyron, but what about the highlights? What have they been in the last few years for you?
Oh, look, Veyron this year has been absolutely fantastic. Good clients of ours, Isabel and Alistair Barker, bred him and raced him, and it's been a fantastic ride. So we've had a lot of pleasure out of that. But obviously Jimmy Shue, he's been such a fantastic horse for New Zealand, especially going over to Australia and winning the Guineas, Rosehill Guineas, and running second in a Cox Plate. Well, he's been a fantastic horse for Thorn Park. So and also the Party Stand, being a Group 1 winner. So no, there's been a few. With Jimmy Shue going to stud, he's now become a sire of sires as such. So does that mean you've really made it with Thorn Park? Well, look, he's already won a premiership. He's the youngest stallion to win a premiership since Doull. And now he's got a son at stud, which is very early in a stallion's career, and it's pretty exciting for us to see that he's gone to a good farm in Rich Hill, and I'm sure they'll have some success with him.
Jimmy's made the lead, 300 metres to go. Can he stay now? Jimmy Shue by 2. Here's Historian on the level. Yin Yang Masters here in Nevada. He's getting tired, Jimmy. 100 metres to go. Historian's coming after him. So is on the level. Jimmy Shue digging in. Historian and on the level. He's the man! Jimmy's the man! Jimmy Shue wins the Telecom New Zealand Derby!
Do the staff all gather around the telly when Jimmy Shue is on or when Veyron's running? Do you get a chance to watch all these horses run around?
Oh, for sure. It's a big thing for all of people that work on studs. It's their passion as much as it is ours. So we've got a pretty tight-knit family here, and we love seeing our stallions be successful, and so do the staff. Quite a few of them breed their own horses as well. So no, it's important, and yeah, we do. We all get a big buzz.
The leader is Baby Guinness. Mufasa's under a bit of pressure. Out wide of Veyron, then down the outside Fazzle. In behind these, Josephina not travelling well enough at the 150. Veyron, Mufasa's trying hard on the inside. And behind them, Josephina and Fazzle. Veyron's in front. Mufasa can't get him, and Veyron gets another Group 1.
Veyron's gone to the lead. 200 metres to go. He's more than a length in front. He's too clear. Out wide, Lady Kipling and Josephina trying to gut him down. He's in front for Mark Hills. Veyron, he's too good. He has done it again.
The leaders now. Veyron's getting a gap, one off the rail, coming after Jet Set Lad. Here's Fleur de Lune and Postman's Daughter down the outside. Still there as well as Allegrio. Go. Veyron's got the lead, coming after Fleur de Lune, Postman's Daughter and Jet Set Lad. That's 2 in a row. Veyron, welcome back, Rogie.
3 Group 1s for Veyron this season, so that's huge, isn't it, for a stallion like Thorn Park? He's only going to grow from that, and what sort of book are you looking at this year?
Yeah, look, Veyron has been huge for us, and being a gelding, he can carry on racing for as long as he stays sound, and at this stage they've given him the time, and he's been trained very well. But no, we're looking for a nice book this year. He's standing at 22,000, and I think we should get that sort of 120 mares to him. Thorn Park was at great value when he went to stud, and so he got huge support and good mares earlier in his career, because he finished his racing career with the Stradbroke win, and he was at 10,000, so he got some lovely mares, and he has served some nice books through. But yeah, he's got some really good mares coming. Commercial breeders are really supporting him, so yeah, he'll have a good book.
You're getting a lot of clients coming back?
Yeah, he's got some very loyal clients that send mares every year. He leaves a good type. He sold up to 400,000 in the sale ring, so yeah, no, he's got some loyal clients.
How do you settle on the price?
Well, look, he was at 20,000.
It's tough times out there at the moment, isn't it?
It is, but I mean, he's really put his hand up as one of the forefront stallions in New Zealand now, so he really deserves that at that level.
Off the back of such a terrific season, I'm sure there'll be plenty of interest in Thorn Park in the coming months. Time now to catch up with Tim Pearce and his team from the South Rangitikei Veterinary Services.
We're with Tim Pearce thanks to International Animal Health Products, and today we're talking about the vaccination of broodmares. Tim, why is it important that we vaccinate broodmares during pregnancy?
Well, there's a couple of reasons, Jane. Primarily, the reason to vaccinate any broodmare is to end up with a healthy foal. And there are a number of disease conditions which, if they're not vaccinated for, will compromise the foal when it's born. Some of the vaccines that we're using during pregnancy for mares is to deal with trying to stop abortions, such as in equine herpes abortions. The other things that we're using are things such as salmonella, which can affect foals at birth, and strangles and tetanus. Those are the main ones. Most of those problems are problems of young animals, and are primarily things that will be protected by getting the mare vaccinated during pregnancy. Some of that protection goes through from the immunity that's derived while it's in the animal, and some will be derived by drinking colostrum at birth. And of course, when they're born, it's a very, very important process for the broodmare owner or stud master to make sure that the vaccinated mare's colostrum gets into the foal, and hence the immunity arises there. Herpes virus is a little different. Herpes causes abortions late in gestation. We've had a couple of fairly large outbreaks in New Zealand. It's worldwide a problem. It's less of a problem probably in a more extensive system in some of the owner breeders and things like that, but on big studs they're concerned about it, and so it is important that the mares get that vaccination protocol right and that they're done. Near the end of the herpes can cause abortions near the end of gestation, and can also cause weak foals. So people are very, very aware of it, and breeders that remember having had foals like that make sure that it's part of their protocol every year. The vaccines are, generally speaking, they are all injectable. There are some exceptions with that. There are some. There is a strangles vaccine that is given intranasally, but primarily the administration is via injection, and it's via an intramuscular injection. It's a pretty simple process.
Is it important for breeders out there to be vaccinating these mares during pregnancy?
I think it is, and I think it's got to be tempered with the fact that depending on how those horses are managed later on, I mean, you get a smaller breeder and some of those risks aren't as high, but on the bigger studs where there's a large pressure of numbers and there's travelling of horses coming and going, I think it certainly is an important part that you can reduce the risks of those diseases very significantly by vaccination. You know, we try and keep good records in our clinic histories, but you know, individual mare owners do need a copy of that sticker and what vaccine they got and what date, so that they can verify if they're going to a stud that it's actually being done. So it's very important.